Hello, sisters. I'm back again for a review on Clenora Hudson-Weems' book, Africana Womanism. And when I say review, I mean reflection. Okay. This is part 3 of going through the 18 characteristics that she lists in this book. So today I will be sharing about strong, in concert with Africana, male in struggle, and male compatible. Those are 3 more of the characteristics that she lists. All right, so for strong, Clenora Hudson-Weems frames our strength in our fortitude, our having courage in pain or adversity to endure during centuries of enslavement. We literally were brought to a place physically and psychologically where we had to yield an almost superhuman type of strength to survive. The unnatural separation from our families was something we were forced to endure. It was not what we chose for ourselves. Africana women recognize that our real strength is with our family, Black man, Black woman, and Black children. Sometimes we tend to boast about how strong we are, but I think we're missing the bigger picture. And honestly, a Black woman who says she's strong in opposition to the Black man is really not strong. But that's the lie that Western culture would have us to believe and to perpetuate. Because guess what? If we can't get along, that means our families are broken, which then means we are easier to manipulate and subjugate. And subjugate, that means to bring under domination or control. Okay. While it is great to be able to withstand challenging situations, it's not enough to be strong alone nor apart. So what do I mean by that? You can't be strong by yourself because in solitude, you're already vulnerable. I like to use the analogy of the ant, right? It is the smallest of most any creature on this planet. Yet and still, the ant is mighty because ants work together, which points to the fact that we all need someone. For at the basis, man and woman without one another means that we could no longer exist. We rely on one another for survival. So, where are you putting your strength? Is it in feuding with the Black man? Because that toxic behavior is rampant on TV, social media, on the radio. I know y'all seen it and heard it. Family, what are we doing to ourselves? Really, we have to take accountability. Clenora Hudson-Weems said it is homicide. That's killing of another person. It's filicide. Now that's a new one. I hadn't heard that one before. That means killing of one's son or daughter. And that's suicide, killing of ourselves. It literally equates to death of our entire existence. Do you want to be strong in causing the death of our entire race? I don't think so. The real strength is in the coordinated ability between Black man, Black woman, and Black child to ensure the protection and preservation of our people. On to the next characteristic, in concert with male in struggle. Now, to begin this one, I would like to share a quote from Minister of Culture DMgomery. And he said, struggle is an ongoing quest for improvement. Struggle is okay. It's not a negative or bad thing like we tend to think when we hear that word. If there's no more struggle, he says, that means there's nothing else to aspire to. That's deep. So what does it mean to be in concert with male in struggle? That means we as Africana women are partnering with our Africana men, because we have a shared struggle in this fight for African liberation. Also, because our history and culture is about the care and concern for our family. The true Africana womanist has not given up the liberation struggle, for she knows that the future of her children rests in the fruition of the collective goals of Africana people. Thus, she continues in concert with her male counterpart in the global struggle for racial parity, which means unity. And that's from Clenora Hudson-Weems, a quote from her book. Since enslavement, we continue to live in a hostile and racist society. But even before that unspeakable tragedy, we existed in harmony as the first peoples and the mothers and fathers of human civilization. Don't allow yourself to be swayed by this new age trend of being at odds and feuding with the black man. He is our counterpart, our true love, and our greatest ally. Did y'all hear me earlier when I said we continue to live in a hostile and racist society? We cannot go on practicing Western thinking where our families are concerned. What some of us did was abandon our principled practice of Umoja 213, equality, reciprocity, and friendship. So we as Africana men and women must return to our natural ways of being. And that is, African people are about living in harmony with our families and our community. And also combating anything that would threaten our existence. Any and all ways of being that we have adopted from Western culture must be abandoned. It simply does not work for us. All right, on to the last one, male compatible. We cannot take on an I'm through with the black man or I'm through with the black woman attitude. Do you realize what you're saying, brothers and sisters? That means you, the future of your children and your race, will cease to exist, become extinct, because you essentially terminated them. Further in her book, Clenora Hudson-Weems asked the question, what does it take to realize, or how does one go about achieving a positive male-female relationship? And she offers that it truly is possible with the hard work of the black man and the black woman. And I would like to offer that among the many elements listed by Hudson-Weems, that culture is the foundational element for creating lasting relationships. What is a relationship in culture? Head on over to @StartingPoint with Zara to discover. Love y'all, fam. Kwa Utamaduni for the culture. And highlight on my shirt, if you guys are liking the Msingi branded shirt, it is available on Etsy.com at the Msingi shop. It is something to wearing clothing that represents your cultural identity, right? I'm loving my shirt. All right, you guys have a great night and talk with you soon.